tomorrow will be better. Given the points A and B are so, find the equation of the line perpendicular to B and pass it through B. Dear friends, they are not asking for the equation of the line AB. They are asking for the equation of that line which is perpendicular to the line AB and passing through B. Follow me, dear friends. Solution. Of course, in order for us to obtain the line which is perpendicular to AB, we need to have the line AB itself first, all right? Again, just to remind you that generally, equations of lines appear in the form y equals to mx plus c, where m is what we call the gradient of the line here. And of course, the gradient of the line by formula is given by the change in the y coordinates of 2 points over the change in the x coordinate. All right. So let's call the line AB line 1. So let line AB equals line 1. So we will call it y1 will be given by m1x plus c, where now let's start by finding m1 in accordance to this formula, where m1 is going to be, now m1 here will be changing y over changing x. For simplicity's sake, let's consider b to be 0.2 and a to be 0.1. So changing y coordinates for these 2 points. 6 minus 3, be very careful with the minus signs. 6 minus and then minus 3 divided by 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2. This is going to give us, up here we will have 9. Be careful here once more. All over 2. Let's leave it like this. This therefore means that y1, the line AB, is going to be given by 9 over 2x plus c, where c is the y-intercept. Now we are going to leave it at this point. Why? Because all we needed from this first line is its gradient. What do we need it for, dear friends? We need this gradient here to apply in a special property that says that if two lines, y1 and y2, are perpendicular, this implies that m1 times m2 should be equal to -1. It means the product of their gradients should give us -1. Okay, this is the special property which we are going to apply. But before then, let's remind ourselves of the expression for this second line which is perpendicular to this. Generally, just like in the first case, we will have m2 x plus c. Now, let's start first by finding this, using this property here. So we will say, but m2 in accordance with this property will be given by -1 divided by m1. And if you do this correctly, this is going to be -1 divided by 9 over 2, which is nothing else but -2 on 9. All right. So now let us apply this here. We're going to have that. This means y2 will be equal to -2 all over 9x plus c. Now they have been specific enough to say that this second line here, which is perpendicular to this line, passes through the point B. Now this information is vital for us to calculate what we call here the y-intercept. No need to remind you that the y-intercept is a portion of the graph where the curve touches the y-axis. And of course, at this point, the x-coordinate is 0. Okay, so at B, which is 4, 6, we have that. Why do we have to put this B here to find C? This is because since our line y2 passes through the point B, it means B and every other point of this line should be able to satisfy this equation. So B is one of the points which belong to this line. So B should be able to satisfy this equation. Now, according to this point B, or at this point B, the y coordinate is 6. And we have -2 on 9, which is a gradient, and the x-coordinate here is 4, okay? 4 plus c. Remember, we are out to look for c. So if you do this very well, now, up here we're going to have 6 equals -2 times 4, giving us -8 over 9, and then plus c. To find this, we send this to the other side. We have 6 plus 8 over 9 equals to c. Now, for simplification's sake, you can use whatever method you want, but I will say this times this plus this. So 9 times 6, which is 54, plus 8, which is 62. Okay, 62. So I'm going to have that. This implies that c will be 62 all over 9. Now, what is 62 all over 9? Well, you can leave it like this, all right? So, therefore, the equation of the line perpendicular to AB and passing through B is y2 equals the gradient -2 on 9x plus the y-intercept 62 on 9. You can further simplify this by multiplying all through by 9, okay? So that we don't have fractions left and right. This means 9y2 equals -2x plus 62. This is how simple this thing is, because tomorrow will certainly be better.